some of our funding opportunities. So yeah, we're going to start. So yeah, welcome everyone to our scholarships and funding webinar. So today it's all about our funding options and some of the scholarships that we provide as well. Okay, so today's presentation is going to be recorded. If you don't want to be part of the recording, just let us know. Send us an email, and we'll just take out your question. If you've got a question that you don't want to be part of the recording, just let us know. Throughout today's presentation, if you've got any questions, if you're unsure about something, put your hand up or put something in the chat. More than happy to explain something in a bit more detail further. Or if something doesn't quite make sense, you're a bit unsure, if you want to know, let me know. This is why we're here today. Okay. So today's presentation, we're going to go over scholarships and funding. So there's 3 scholarships that we provide. The first one is the public sector scholarship. Second one is the essay competition. And the last one, first class honor scholarship. And like I said, today we're going to go over each of the requirements for these, how you can apply, the requirements for them, and things like that. Okay. So the first one, public sector scholarship. So this is probably our most popular scholarship. BARBRI, over the years, we've funded millions of pounds over the years to people who are committed to working in the public sector. Okay. So this particular scholarship, you can get a discount of £600 towards any SQE1 course. It's only available for SQE1. Okay. It does not apply for SQE2. To apply for it, you just got to show to us that you're committed, or if you're already employed in the public interest. So any charity, or if you work for the government, or if you're aiming to work in those sectors in the future, let us know. Write us a little letter, and we can potentially give you a massive discount. Okay. One thing to keep in mind: it's only available for those who are self-funding. Okay. And to be eligible as well, when you receive the discount, you have to pay half of the fees up front. But yeah, you get £600 off if you're committed to working in the public sector. So straight off the bat, have we got any questions? If you got any questions about this, put it in the chat. Any questions so far? Or should we move on? Okay, I think we'll move on. Next up is essay competition. Is this? Oh, we'll go back because we've got a question here. Is this applicable to international students too? Yes, it is. If you're, like I said, if you're working in the public sector, it is applicable. So yeah, international students as well. We'll move on. So essay competition. Okay, so every year we do a competition for students, basically for those who are really keen, who want to get into the legal industry. It's a competition that we have many prizes. The first prize is a full fee scholarship for SQE1. Second prize is half fee for SQE1. And then we've got 8 smaller prizes of £1,000 off towards the SQE1 fee. So in total, there's 10 prizes up for grabs, which I think is amazing. And then, yeah, we review everyone's essays. And then towards the end of the year, we let everyone know who the winners were. And then we pretty much share it. We share the news with everyone on like social media. Your essay will be promoted as well. So if you're one of those people who really want to get into the legal industry and you want to get your name out there, this is definitely the one for you. Because if successful, your essay will be shared on, our social media pages. It'll be shared within the legal industry. Big companies will see it and things like that. So yeah, this year's competition is all about this statement here. What are the most important skills a lawyer needs for the future and why? So that's the topic. It's quite broad. Basically, yeah, just write an essay, 1,000 words limit, which does not include references, on that topic, on that question. The deadline is the 30th of September, and you'll then hear back from us on the 31st of October. Okay. One thing to keep in mind, the prizes that I mentioned earlier, they're only available for the 20-week course for the January 2023 exam and the 10-week course that is going to be preparing you for the January 2023 exam as well. And yeah, here's the competition link application page. So if you want to take a screen grab of this, take a screenshot, that's the page you want to go to. These are the vital informations that you want to keep in mind. Want to take a note of that question. This essay competition is definitely something to compete and apply for. So yeah, if we got any questions so far. So we got some questions going back. So I did miss those. So yeah, we'll go back to public sector. So just a letter, don't have to show any evidence. So yeah, a letter, an evidence would be preferable. So if you work for, let's say, a charity, evidence showing that you do work for those charity, that would be great. Same if you work for like an NGO or something like that. Can you apply for both scholarships? Yes, you can. However, only one would apply. So if you're going to apply for the public sector, I would personally apply for that one because there's no waiting time. But the competition is, well, there's only 10 prizes. Okay. So for those studying for this year, so yeah, so the only courses that we're sort of enrolling on now would be towards January 2023. All of our courses for July 2022, the deadlines have been and gone, I'm afraid. Then we got a question by Shitra. How are you? When is the course going to start for January 2023? I'll get to that question at the end. Basically, we've got 3 courses, but I'll answer that question out at the end. I've got a little slide for that as well. Would volunteering for the NGO be eligible for the first scholarship? That's a really good question. You gotta show us that you're committed to working in the public sector sort of long term. So if you're thinking of building a career in that sector, yeah, 100%, well worth applying. But yeah, just like a one-off volunteering might not really cut it. But yeah, if you're thinking of working in that sector long term, definitely worth applying. So any more questions so far? Any questions on the essay competition before we move on? No? Okay, I think we'll move on. Yeah, any questions, put them in the chat or put your hand up. Okay, happy days. Yeah, so the last scholarship that we provide is the first class honours SQE scholarship. So if you've had a first class degree in a law degree or any international equivalent to a law degree, let us know and we can give you a little coupon for 30% off. Okay. Basically, we just want our high flyers to study with us. So yeah, if you can prove to us through a transcript or degree certificate, through an email, through like an attachment, someone in the team can then give you the discount code. Okay, so any questions on this one is pretty straightforward, to be honest. One thing to keep in mind as well, it only applies for the 10-week course. Okay, any scholarships for SQE2? Unfortunately, there isn't. We only give scholarships for SQE1. Okay. So yeah, any questions on the first class degree scholarship? If not, we'll move on. Okay, I think we'll move on. We'll move on to some of our funding pages. So if you go on our website, we've got a number of partners that we work with to make funding for the SQE a bit more easier. Okay. Now we appreciate that, you know, the prep course is, you know, thousands of pounds and the exam fees are on top. We appreciate that, you know, it can be a lot of money for some people. So what we've done, we've partnered with a company called Lendwise and Noma. I'll get onto Noma in a minute, where, you know, you can fund your studies through these third parties. So Lendwise, they're kind of your traditional sort of student loan application kind of business. Okay. It's really easy. You know, you get a fixed rate interest rate You can customize how long the loan is going to be, and it's really easy to apply for it as well. Also, with LenderWise, you can borrow um, the exam fee as well for the SRA. Obviously, we don't get involved with the exam fee ourselves, but however, you can borrow the exam fee through LendWise. Okay. To apply, you just apply on their website. You've got to be a UK resident. Applications are all year round. They just do a soft credit check, making sure that you're a real person. It wouldn't really affect your credit score, and then the interest rate is then offered there and then you can either accept or decline or whatever, up to you. Yeah, within 2 working days, you'll be notified by them whether your application is successful or not. Once it's successful, LendWise, the fees are sort of sent to us, and then you're sort of on our course, really. So pretty straightforward. One thing to keep in mind, yeah, they do charge interest rates, and they are sort of your traditional student finance kind of company, really. So any questions from LendWise at all before we move on? No? Okay. Well, now we'll move on to Noma. Noma is a fairly new partnership that we recently developed with BARBRI. So Noma is a really special one. So you can, I see someone with their hand up. I'll maybe just stop. Anyone got their hand up? I see. No, not at all. Okay.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Hi.
So sorry.
Sorry.
Hello. How are you?
Hello. I'm fine, thank you. Just quickly, I just wanted to know with the so this the loan or the application, is this
Yeah.
going to be payable throughout the course, or is this going to be towards once you've qualified and finished, as a standard student loan would be?
Yeah. So you'd apply for the loan before going on our course. Okay. With our fees, we ask for the fees, well, sort of upfront if you're going through this way. So yeah, you'd be doing your application with LendWise before enrolling on our course. Does that kind of make sense? Does that answer your question?
Would we pay them every month, or would we wait till we finished or qualified before we pay them back, like student
Oh, right.
loan?
Okay. I'm with you now. Yeah. So it really depends on the loan itself. But yeah, you would be paying sort of straight away, really. But one
Okay.
thing with LendWise, you can pay kind of a bit longer term. Noma does the exact same thing, but it's only up to 12 months, you see.
Okay.
Does that kind of answer your question? What I would recommend
Yes.
is having a look at LendWise a bit more detail, because it can be a bit of a case on case basis, really, with applications. Okay.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
Yeah. So if there's any other questions in the chat, yes, we will be, Christina. Yes, we will be sending recording by email after this. Yeah, you'll probably get it either today or tomorrow. I'll send it myself to you. No worries. And if you got any questions following that recording, let us know. Okay. So yeah, let's move on to Noma. So yeah, recent partnership that we built. Noma, basically, you spread the cost of the fee over 12 months. They don't charge any interest, and then they don't charge any fees. Most people get a decision within 5 minutes. Again, it's just a soft credit check. They don't really look at credit scores. To be eligible, you just got to be UK students. To apply, it's really straightforward. You just go on their website, you search for BARBRI, and the course options will come up. So, okay, so if you're interested in the 40-week course, the flexible part-time option, you click on this one, you click learn more, and you apply from there. One thing you can do as well, you can choose whether to pay the entire fee over 12 months or just parts of it. So what some people do, you can pay either half of the fee up front and the rest through finance, or you can put the entire thing through finance. You've got a choice, really, and you can choose how long you borrow as well. So it can be 6 months or 12 months or 8 months. It's really up to you. So Noma is a really fantastic partnership that we recently developed, and yeah, 12 months, interest rate and fee free. Any questions on Noma at all? Any questions on Noma? No, okay, I think we'll move on.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Sorry, I'm late.
That's
I
okay.
just wanted to ask. I just wanted to ask about this NOMA funding
Yeah.
thing. Is it the same as the installment plan? Sorry,
No,
the
that's a bit different. Yeah.
so that's different one.
Yeah. So BARBRI, that's actually my next slide. Actually, where it is. Yeah, BARBRI's installment plans are slightly different. So with NOMA, you're kind of going through a third party. Okay, it's a separate that loan agreement. It's like a signed contract, and it's over 12 months. Okay, BARBRI is very different. We don't do anything like that. We don't do any background check. We don't charge interest either. All we do is charge a one-off £99 fee just to set up the installment plan. And the installment plan is within the length of the course. Okay, so you basically you're paying whilst you study, if that makes sense. Like I said, yeah, we don't do any credit checks. Application process, we don't do one. So unlike NOMA, where you got to apply and they get back to you and you might get rejected, BARBRI's installment plans, we don't do any of that. And instead of working with like a third party, you're working directly with us. With people in the team you're already familiar with. So yeah, these are the installment plans here. 40-week course can be paid in up to 8 equal installments of £350. Okay. 20-week course is 3 installments of £933. And then the 10-week course is just 2 installments of £1,400. And then, yeah, you pay the administration fee of £99 on the first installment. So how it works is really straightforward. You pay the enrollment deposit when you enroll on our website. Then within 2 working days, you'll get an invoice from us with detailed instruction of how to either pay the rest of the course fee in one go or set up an installment plan. And basically, you just call us up and say, hey, I'd like to set up an installment plan. The operations team will take the first installment, which will be £350 plus 99 administration fee. And then from there, your books will be ordered and you're on the course. It's really straightforward. It takes about 5 minutes to call us up, and yeah, it's really great. So yeah, any questions on this one at all? Surely there's going to be questions. BARBRI installment plans, are international students eligible for it? Yes, you are. So unlike some of the other providers of loans, yeah, if you're international students, yeah, we can do the installment plan with you. SQE2, yes, it is available for SQE2. With SQE2, there's just 2 equal installments. So there's just 2 installments for SQE2, and it works the same. Pay the deposit, pay the administration fee, and then 2 installments. Hopefully that answers your question, Caroline. Any other questions about our installment fees?
Hi, I just put up a question.
Hello.
I was asking if the installment plan for international students, can it be like further flexible? Because like the 20-week course, you just have about 2 installments. So is it possible to have it further broken down, or it's just quite fixed?
It is fixed, I'm afraid. So the 20-week course is 3 installments.
Okay.
Because yeah, our installment plans, they are within the length of the course, really. So yeah, those are fixed, I'm afraid, and yeah, 3 equal installments.
Okay.
For the 20-week course.
Okay, what if you switch from say 20-week course to 40-week course?
Yeah.
How does that work? Yeah.
That's a very good question. So if you were to switch, that would count as a deferral. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's say, for example, you are going to start in August, prepare for the January exam for the 20-week course, and then halfway through you decide to switch. We do charge a fee for that. It's called a deferral fee. It's £399.
Okay.
And we ask for that sort of upfront when you defer.
Okay.
But then, yeah, we can change your installment plans from then on if need be.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Any more questions from the crowd?
Hi, I just have another
Hello.
question, if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
So if we say I sign up for the 40-week course, I think until January, I think the time, the remaining time is less than 40 weeks. Maybe I'm
Yep.
mistaken.
That's
But
correct. Yeah.
if I choose this option
Yeah.
and I sign up now, is it going to be the same plan?
It's gonna be slightly different. So you remember I
Mm.
said earlier it's up to 8 installments because the course has already started and the scheduled first payment has already kind of been and gone. Basically, you've got seven months left to pay it.
Mm.
So how it works is you pay the enrollment deposit, and then the first payment. It works out at like £400 a month instead of 350. If that
Right.
makes sense.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you've
Yes.
got 7 payments instead of 8, and those 7 payments are a bit more than 350. If that makes sense.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Brilliant. Kafilat, is there any funding for SQE2? Yes, there is. I should have put it on this slide actually. So yeah, installment plans, it's 2 equal installments, and NOMA, where is it? NOMA, it's the same with them. You could do it through NOMA as well, pay over 12 months as well, interest rate and fee free. Hopefully that answers your question. So yeah, someone asked earlier, I can't remember who it was. Let's go back. I can't ask who was asking. Oh yeah, Shitra, when is the course going to start? So yeah, to answer your question, the flexible 40-week course, it started on the 11th of April. However, if you wish to enroll on that, you can. But the last day to enroll is the 17th of June. Okay, 17th of June. Keep that in mind. That's the last day to enroll on the 40-week course. So the way that it works out, it's about 400 hours of study in total. So normally it would be 10 hours a week. If you were to enroll this week, it would work out as around 11 hours a week between now and January. The longer you wait, the more hours you got to do per week, you see. So yeah, 17th of June is the last day, the last deadline to enroll on a 40-week course. 20-week course starts on the 29th of August. Okay, might want to write that down. 29th of August for the 20-week course. And then the 10-week course starts on the 7th of November. Okay. So yeah, if you wish to enroll on the 20-week course or the 10-week course, make sure you enroll well in advance of that start date so we can get the invoice sent out to you and your books ready and get you on the course in due time. So any questions on these so far? So yeah, does that mean that the 40-week course has already started? Yes, it has started. It started on the 11th of April. However, you can still enroll, but you just got to catch up. The last date is the 17th of June. Okay. But yeah, if you're going to enroll, don't leave it to last minute, in all honesty. When is the last date to enroll on the 10-week course? It starts on the 7th of November. Okay. And the last day to enroll is about a week after. So if you know you're going to aim for the 10-week course, make sure you enroll well in advance of that. When is the last date for the 20-week course? It is the end of September, just shortly after, the end of September. If I have graduated from law school 8 years ago with a first honours outside England, can I still get this scholarship for the first class degree? Yes, you can. Just send us proof, like a certificate or a transcript, and then yeah, you'll be eligible for the 30% off for the SQE1. Also, it's only applicable for the 10-week course. Next question, is there a specific DDL and email address for the public sector scholarship application? Yes, there is. If we go back to here, so yeah, take a screenshot of this, Lee. Currently on the SQE prep education, would I be eligible for the essay competition? That's a very good question. I'm currently on the SQE and would be eligible for the essay competition. Yeah, we don't really do referrals. And also, yeah, it wouldn't really count because, yeah, do you know which course you want? I'm guessing it's for this summer. Yeah, the essay competition is only applicable for the January 2023 exams, the 20-week and the 10-week course. So given that you're already on the course, the competition wouldn't be eligible for that particular course you're on, if that makes sense. It doesn't apply. So it's on the slide here. There we go. Yeah, available for the 20-week and the 10-week course for the 2023 exam. So if you're already studying with us, you wouldn't be able to apply, I'm afraid. Any more questions?
Sorry.
Surely there's more. Hello.
Yeah, Henry, I just have a question. So what if you have like an NGO that is not in the UK and
Yeah.
so you help orphans, so you always like send money for their upkeep and stuff. How would you apply for the public sector scholarship then?
So yeah, you're saying you're employed by them, are you?
Yes, if you're employed by them or if you work with them by an NGO that like helps orphans.
All right, okay, I'm with you. Yeah, so basically,
Yeah.
if you go on that page, that BARBRI SQB public sector, take a note of that website.
Okay.
There's a box there that you can say what you do and who you work for and
Yeah.
things like that. And then yeah, if you've got like a letter saying that you're employed by them,
Okay.
that can work as well.
Okay.
Basically, start your application there. You'll hear back from us very shortly through an email.
Okay.
And then from there, you might be asked to send some proof. Yeah,
Okay.
these are the requirements really.
Okay.
If you can show proof that you work for the public sector, it's like I said, it's worth applying. But based on what you've told me, yeah, you should be accepted. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So any non-profit organization, not for profit, counts. Any charities or you work for the government as well, well worth applying. Any more questions? Any more questions? Surely there's more. What date is the exam in January? That's a very good question. I wish I knew. Basically, the SRA, they haven't told us. No one knows. We're just speculating at the minute. We think it's going to be towards the end of January, but who knows? Once the SRA announces it, we'll be the first people to know. Do we get time off Christmas for the 10-week course? No, you don't. The course is designed from start to finish, 40 hours per week, every week, from the beginning of the course to the end of the course. Is it flexible learning? Yes, it is. So although, let's say, for example, you want to have a week off for Christmas, you can do that if you want. We don't recommend having a full week off, but you can work ahead of the schedule. So the schedule will say, oh yeah, this, this lecture, this reading, this practice questions. And we do recommend that you follow that schedule. However, let's say on your studies, you want to have a day off, you want to go on holiday for a few days, you can work ahead of the schedule, or if you fall behind, you can catch up. Okay. You'll be able to see the entire course from week one. And then it's up to you how you manage that. We do highly advise that you follow some sort of strict structure to your studies, just so you're always in that mood of learning. Hopefully that answers your question. Also, yeah, I would recommend signing up to our prep preview, Alexandria. If you haven't already, have a look at our prep preview. It's a free version of the course. Has about 4 hours of content on there, some free lectures, some reading material, and some practice questions. If you sign up to that, you'll have a real feel of how the course is actually going to be delivered, and you'll see how it actually is flexible. How far in advance does the SRE generally give dates? That's a good question as well. So in theory, I think they're supposed to tell everyone the dates about 12 months in advance, but it's the SRA, they're very slow. So who knows, that they hopefully in the next few weeks they'll actually tell the dates. But so far we just know it's going to be in January. What day in January? Yeah, we still don't know. Any more questions? Any more questions? But yeah, with the SRA as well, you'll probably likely book the exam in sort of September time. So that's something to keep in mind. There's also a £500 exam prep course. I'm not too sure which course you're preferring to. That's not really what we provide. We provide, there we go. Well, the way we look at it, we provide all the books, all the lectures, and tutoring as well that you're going to need for that exam. In the last exam in November, 79% of our students passed first time. Those for our non-law graduates, law graduates as well, were 77% passed first time. So yeah, we were really pleased. The way that our pass rate was so high is because we provide everything: books, lectures, practice questions, and mentoring. So yeah, that's the key to our success. The way we look at it, okay, you might go for a cheaper course somewhere else, but what if you fail? You end up paying for the exam fee twice, which is not good. So, does your final grade in the SQE matter to employers? That's a good question. So it's a pass or fail kind of exam. There isn't really a grade. However, the results do come out in sort of brackets, whether you're in the first quintile or second quintile. Many of our students were in the first quintile, they were in the sort of top percentage. But employers, I haven't really come across many employers who are really picky about those grades. But if you can show that you passed, that's something, and that's what we do. Any more questions at all? Any more questions? Do you get hard copies of the textbooks? I know some providers only have digital versions. Well, I'll tell you what, we give both. So physical copies of the books as well as an online version. The online version is really cool. You can actually write notes on them. You can highlight them and it'll remember which page you left off. And also the physical copies, they're yours to keep. You can write on them, highlight them, cut them out. Yeah, really up to you. Again, I would suggest, Amber, that you sign up to our prep preview, free version of the course, and you'll be able to see some of the online material. Some of the books are actually online for you to have a look at, some of the textbooks. So, got another question. Would SQE2 candidates previously completed LPC have access to the SQE1 books? Yes, you will. That particular course starts at the end of July. And yeah, SQE1 material, you'll be given about a month beforehand. And yeah, that includes the online version of the books. You won't, unfortunately, get a physical copy. Yeah, you will get an online version, as well as all the lectures and the practice questions for SQE1 as well. We give that a whole month before the course starts. Another question from Victoria: how close to the 10-week course do we need to sign up? I would sign up well in advance, a good few weeks. The books can take up to 5 working days to be shipped. The invoice can take a few days as well. So if you add everything up, you want to give yourself at least 2 weeks of buffer to be well organized and things like that. Can people just buy only the books? No, you cannot. Simply because you're going to need more than the books to prepare. One of our key features is mentoring. And if you look at some of our, the pass marks and some of our feedback from students, it's the practice questions, the online lectures, and the mentoring that got people to pass. Realistically, you're going to need the whole package. Okay. I think I missed one. Is it quite certain to get a job after passing your SQE in the UK? The way I look at it, if you're qualified, that's it. If you can prove to a employer that you've gone out of your own way to study the SQE and you funded it yourself and you were, a keen bean to start your career in law, yeah, 100%. Employers are going to be looking at that very favorably. And you know, if you pass both exams, to then qualify as a solicitor, you only need work experience. You only need 2 years. So, you know, an employer might see and say, oh, okay, they only need, you know, 2 years of experience, then they're qualified. Yeah, they'll employ you straight away. So yeah, 100% you're going to be favorable if you pass some of the exams. Any more questions, or someone's a bit unsure about something? Any questions about the course or about the material that we provide? Funding? Can you apply for all 3 scholarships? You can apply for all 3 if you want. However, only one will apply. So if you're applicable for the biggest discount is the first class scholarship. So if you're thinking of the first class degree, yeah, definitely sign up to that one. But yeah, only one discount can be applied at once. Okay. Any more questions? Brilliant. Thank you. Any more questions? Surely there's more. Everyone got the dates written down? Everyone got the application forms, websites written down? Everyone taking screenshots of all the dates? Surely there's more questions. Give me a shout if you do. Brilliant. Okay, well, in that case, oh, here we go. So do we need to complete the 2-year work experience in the UK? That's a good question. No, you don't. It can be done outside of the UK. You just need to be under the supervision of a qualified lawyer in an area where you're providing a legal service. And yeah, it doesn't have to be in the UK. Doesn't have to cover common law either. So if it's a civil law jurisdiction, that's fine as well. How many installments and price for the 20-week course starting in August? That's a very good question. So yeah, it's 3 installments. It's 2,999 in total. Pay the deposit, then you get an invoice, and then yeah, 3 installments, £933. What would be a qualified lawyer? Does it have to be a solicitor? Yeah, a qualified lawyer is someone that has done the equivalence of what the SQE is here. Excuse me, in a foreign jurisdiction. So yeah, every jurisdiction have got different systems, different exams. But yeah, if someone is qualified and they've done these exams, yeah, that's fine. Can you please confirm the fees that BARBRI charged for SQE1 and SQE2, and also the fees for the SRE for the exam? That's a good question. So I hope you got a pen and paper. SQE1 is 2,999. SQE2 normally it's 3,499. But if you do SQE1 with us, we give you a discount of £500. So it becomes £3,000 again. And then the exam fee, the first one is 1,622. And then the second one is 2,496. So in total with us, it's just over £10,000 for the exam fees and the course fees as well. Hopefully that answers your question. Any more questions? Surely there's more. Neil, we spoke earlier. Have you got any questions? Amber, have you got any questions?
I'm good, thanks.
Brilliant. Dulip, have you got any questions?
No, Henry.
Brilliant. Okay. Sorry, I missed the SQE2 fees. Yeah, it's 2,496. Okay. In that case, I think we'll kind of wrap it up really. So does NOMA cover the SRE exam fees? No, they don't. They only cover the course fees with BARBRI. The SRE exam fees are separate. It's the SRE that takes care of it. We don't get involved. Okay. So yeah, here's our social media pages. So I would definitely follow our LinkedIn, our Twitter, Instagram, have a look on our website. One thing I mentioned earlier was the prep preview. Definitely have a look at that. The preview has 4 hours of content on there. It's free to enroll. You can have a browse of it. If you're unsure if BARBRI is right for you. If you're trying to compare us with, you know, another provider, have a look at the prep preview. It will definitely blow your mind how thorough our material is. Other than that, if no one's got any more questions, I think we'll call it a day. This recording will go out to you if you have to drop out. If you missed some of it in the beginning, we'll send a recording out later, either today or tomorrow. Yeah, definitely have a look at the preview. Follow us. Yeah, there it is. That's the link in the chat. Definitely sign up to that preview. It's really free. And then, yeah, we'll call it a day. Thank you so much for your time and day today. Also, yeah, if you got any questions, get in touch with us. Give us a ring. Drop us a line on social media or something. Nizar, hi. Thank you. Thank you for coming. All right.
Thanks.